Hello my friends, gonna take you through a little garlic harvesting day today. So this is hardneck garlic that we planted last fall. So we're in Rhode Island, so zone 6, and I think it was about the first week of November that we planted this. So you plant it really late. I guess a good reference point would be whenever you plant tulips in the ground. If you guys are some flower planters, if you plant tulips, it's right around the same time that you can plant garlic. So what you're looking for, we'll get a few volunteer potatoes from last year, so I wonder if they're going to do anything, but we're going to be pulling these right when they say about 5 or 6 green leaves are still on there. So we do it more by feel, just what's worked in the past. We're around mid-July right now, and 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, we have about 5 green leaves. They're starting to turn brown. You want to wait until some of them have started turning brown. You can see down here. But if you wait until the whole stalk is brown, the cloves will have started separating and they don't store nearly as long. They get kind of dry. Even the flavor is affected a little bit. So that's about perfect right there. That's a beauty. We adore garlic here. It's an absolute workhorse in the kitchen. It's great in the garden because you plant it, it kind of gives you that little bit of garden work in November when everything else is wrapping up, which is kind of nice. Comes up super early in the spring. We haven't had any issues with it. Rabbits, which are even starting to really devour our onions, which is unusual. They leave the garlic well enough alone. And this is actually our second harvest of the year, not of garlic heads, but we actually had one here. There's one left over. It sends up a flower stalk called the garlic scape right here. This one's really woody because we forgot about it. Early in the year, it's nice and tender. Picture something in between a green bean and asparagus. It's absolutely delicious, but you generally pluck those off. It's supposed to affect the bulb size, which on this one you can really see since it was left on there. Quite a big difference. I think this one was probably a smaller clove to begin with when we planted it, because we've left some garlic scapes on and they're about 80% of normal size, whereas that's about half the size. So that's a pretty big difference. It's usually not quite like that, but we like to cut them off anyway because they're delicious. So you actually get 2 harvests out of this, which is a huge benefit. Now we're going to go ahead and pull all of these out of the ground, and you want to cure them first. So with onions, you can actually leave them out in the sun for a day or 2 or even a couple days if it's going to be some nice sunny days. With garlic, that's the complete opposite of what you want to do. We're going to bring these over to our barn once we have these harvested, and you can either hang them up, which is kind of time consuming on ropes, but it looks beautiful. They get nice airflow that way. We're probably going to set them on these plastic racks that we have that have nice airflow in them. So just anywhere out of the sun where they're going to get nice airflow. Wait until the tops actually do brown and die back completely. And what that's going to do, the bulb itself is going to draw this green energy into the bulb. You're going to notice the skin getting a lot harder, more papery. The bulbs will store better that way. And then once this is completely died back, you can cut it. So there's about 1 inch or 2 of stem left. And you're going to enjoy your garlic all year. The hardneck doesn't store quite as well as softneck garlic, but we'll still be eating this well into the winter, into next year, into the new year. So really no issues there. The hardneck, though, it is much more winter hardy, so it depends. I don't know where some of you are watching. If you're really northern US, like we are here, where you get some really hard winters, you're going to plant these, each clove, we planted about 4 or 5 inches down, really mulch it heavily. We'll probably do a garlic planting video at some point, so I won't go into that too much today. But other ones, other of you who are in warmer zones, maybe you're in California or Florida, I'm sure soft neck would work for you really well there. So we're going to go ahead and pull all these up and probably replant this area. You fit, it's almost perfect timing for some fall plantings, maybe some fall brassicas, or we might do rutabagas, carrots, beets. So really versatile way to use some garden space late in a year, and you have it by next summer, and you have beautiful garlic. So let's get this out of the ground. So, nothing too elegant. We're just laying them out. Just make sure you're not in a pile. You know, just single file here. Like I said, you could also string up some rope in between some rafters, as long as they have some nice airflow. Lay them out like this. It's the big thing. No direct sunlight, plenty of airflow. It usually only takes about a week or two. And if you're in a really humid climate, it might take a little bit longer. But generally a cue is when the skins are papery, tops are dead, brown and dyed back, you're good to go. And feel free though, you definitely could sample some of these. We'll probably cook one of these up tonight. Definitely not inedible at this stage, so have at it. Anyway, we're going to lay the rest of these out, and thanks for watching, guys.